The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
26.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's got to hook up to Lazard. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall.
Partner's been my experience that after two stops like that near the goal line, defense has only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Steps away to his left. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Throwing is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zadarius Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed him. And he's going to go down again. Kenny Clark in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Here's Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let him do all the work, and then someone catch him at the end and pass him up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. And an alley to run. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Roberts got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Jackson, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches half. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 65 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Now Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 28 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand-new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll make it third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. You got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's get it. 40 inside.
On third down, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers flushed out right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Rodgers now to throw on third down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Touchdown, Packers!
Touchdown!
Aaron Jones, 94 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
26.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
258, 36, all day, every day.
Rodgers throwing here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Geronimo Allison, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.